feel like I need to say something because y'all don't know what y'all dealing with. Let me start by saying this. Stop believing everything you see on TV. Mermaids are not rainbows and unicorns. They're not magical. Well, they're magical, but they're not sweet. They are evil. Listen, I'm Haitian, born and raised. So trust me, listen to what I'm about to tell you. Mermaids are very much real. All Haitians knew, probably other Caribbeans too. But they are evil. You mostly find them in rivers. Usually, if you're by the river and you hear singing, that's probably them or a siren. That's why you don't ever go in the river with jewelry on, because they're gonna think it's a gift to them, because people do that. They try to meet them and then bring gifts. You will get abducted and you will be gone for a very long time. Some people don't even come back, but when you do, you're not the same. Literally, you're not the same person. Some people come back and they don't talk for the rest of their lives. Some people do talk, and what they say is they became slaves while they were down underwater. And Lord knows, you better hope they don't put a ring on your finger, because it's deed after that. Ask any Haitian. Trust me, Haiti is full of them. Okay, so if you guys are really interested in this content, I can make a whole series because there's so much to it. Okay, so mermaids can either be males or females. It does not matter. The females, usually, they're like the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in the world. Well, the males, they don't look as good. But some of them do. Like, if they're trying to draw you in, they're going to look just like perfect. If you ask any like Haitian children, they already know once they walk by the river, they know not to turn their backs to the river, and they know never to go in the river without supervision. Even with supervision, they get taken. For some of y'all that are scared and said y'all don't want to go to Haiti because of this, don't be. Yes, there's a lot of them down there, but they're all like mostly in the province. Also, it's not a secret because people literally serve them. Like people who do voodoo and stuff, you can literally serve them. And with serving them comes wealth. You get whatever you want. They will get you rich. They will get you whatever you want. If you get abducted and they let you go, you have to come back. And if you don't come back, then you can never go to the water again. Oh my God, part 3. Okay, so I guess this is a series since you guys wanted me to make one. Wait till I tell y'all about vampires. Anyways, let's start from the top. In Creole, mermaids are called metlo, which translates to owner of the water. Now, if you willingly wanted to meet one or serve one, don't quite remember how you get in contact with them, but once you do, they tell you exactly what to bring or what to do. Now, whatever it is that they told you to bring, you bring it and you wait by the river until they come. You will know that they're coming because the water will start bubbling. If they told you to bring a bottle of rum, the water will bubble and you will see its mouth, and you have to throw it in the river and it's gonna catch it. What you can also do is send your children to serve them too. If that's what you want to do, you send your child, they go and they serve them. You can check up on them and everything. You can ask, how is she doing? And they'll tell you, you know, she's right here, she's fine, she's just working right now. I swear, this sounds crazy, but I promise I'm not lying to y'all. But you have to keep your end of the bargain or your child will disappear and they will not come back. Part 4. Okay, since you guys couldn't wait, my mom's gonna explain now. We still not home yet.
Hello guys, hey. Basically my story is when I was little, around 11, I was like 11, and then I went on vacation with my father, and then we went to there's a place in Haiti called Saint Mark. Okay, we went to the to the river playing out around, but I had my mom's wedding ring. Like my daughter said, they really like gold, jewelry, any type of jewelry. So like, swear to God, I saw something, and then they took the thing out of my finger. So when they took it, we tried to look and everything, nada. So basically, they took it away. But there's a certain time you cannot be at the river. I remember my aunt always tell me that do not stay at noon, at midnight. Yeah. Other than that, they will take you. If they like you, they will bring you back. If they don't like you, that's it. You will disappear. Your family will never see you. So basically, it is true and it exists. Be careful out there. Mm-hmm. It's true.
I told y'all. Here we go, part 5. Okay, so people can send their children to serve them. With their children serving them, they are also serving them, which means they have like a deal with the mermaid, which means the child will be fine, unless you don't keep your end of the bargain. Now, let's say that you don't. You can either keep your child as their permanent servant, or they can sell your child to other mermaids. Either way, you're never getting your child back. Now, let's say that you were abducted. Once they take you underwater, and people have been asking me how do you breathe underwater? They're mystical creatures. If they take you with them into their world to serve them, you're gonna be able to serve them, which means you'll be able to breathe underwater. It really varies as to how they make you to be able to breathe underwater. They can do a ritual with you. Also heard that if they kiss you, you'll be able to breathe underwater also. But just know that under there's a whole other world, literally. Houses, just beautiful. But just know that where they live is a completely different world under there. Now let's say they let you go. Oh my God, part 6. Part 6. Okay, so if you were serving them and they let you go, you have to come back and serve them whenever they tell you to. And if you don't, you can never get near the water again. Any type of water, I believe. Ocean, lakes, rivers, whatever you name it, you cannot get near them because they will get you. They will either drown you or they will take you back and now you're there forever, or they will sell you to another mermaid, and either way you're still stuck. Some people came back and they couldn't speak for a year or the rest of their lives. Some people came back and they could speak, and they will tell you that while they were down there underwater, they were slaves. They were told to do a lot of things. Sometimes if you didn't do them, you get beat. Old Haitian folks always warn their children, if you were ever to be taken, do the opposite of what they tell you to do. So if they tell you to go get salt, you get sugar. If they tell you to go clean this, you dirty it. This is to make them think that you're stupid and you can't do your job right so that they can let you go. But the tricky part is they could let you go or they can kill you. Part 7. I've been at work all day, but here's part 7. Let's talk about the rings. I mentioned before, if they put a ring on your finger, then it's over. If you get taken and they put a ring on your finger, it's exactly what that means. You're now married, which means they now own you. It's a female mermaid that puts a ring on a male mermaid. He can never touch or even look at another female ever again in his life. She now owns him, and vice versa, but the only difference is a male mermaid can impregnate you. Yes. Also, a lot of pretty girls were always told not to go by the river because the male mermaid might be attracted to you and then you don't want them to get you and own you. I just remembered. Old Haitian folks used to also say that ugly mermaids can get jealous of pretty humans and drown them just because of their beauty. Alright, part 8. Oh, I can't believe we're at part 8. Now let's say you didn't listen to any adults or anything that I said and you went to the river because you wanted to explore. Let's say you're a pretty girl. And let's say a merman saw you and fell in love with you. He will of course take you. He's going to take you underwater into their world. And I told you guys before, beautiful down there. He's going to either marry you or impregnate you or both to mark his territory. Come to think of it, human men do that too. Y'all all just, damn, we're not even safe from human men or mermen. Can't believe this. Anyways, that just means that lessens your chance of ever coming back. If you do ever come back, you're not coming back with that child because that child is staying down there. Obviously, if they let you go with a half mermaid, half human child, that's basically exposing them. If they even let you go, because at this point, you're his forever. I just know y'all gonna be romanticizing this in the comments. No, getting pregnant by a mermaid is bad. Now let's talk about going in the river on your period. Part 9. Oh my gosh, yes. I have seen one, but it was when I was really young. Didn't see much. It was just like a tale. That's all I saw. Didn't want to use that as reference. I wanted to use real stories where people have actually seen them. Real stories from people that I know that have served them to explain it to you guys better. That's why I haven't said anything, but yes, I have. And the reason why I haven't done part 9 yet, I'm so sorry, but it's coming. Is because once again, I don't want to lie to you guys. And I don't want to go based off of what I remember. But I have somebody that knows about it all. That's where I'm getting all my information from because they have served one. And I wanted to double check with them first before I said anything to you guys. She just hasn't been available lately for me to get like full details. But part 9 is coming, I promise. And my nose ring came out again and now I have to put another earring through it to get the whole back. I'm sick of it. Y'all have been waiting for this part. I'm sorry I took so long. I told y'all why. But come to find out, nothing happens. Nothing special happens if you go in the river on your period, I asked. But we're still gonna talk about it. But before that, everybody that's new here, hi, I'm Blizzy and I'm about to wake you up. So, mermaids. Let's keep talking about it. Let's talk about how somebody can sell you to a mermaid. Yes. Let's say you weren't the nicest person to somebody, a stranger or anything, and they happened to be serving a mermaid and you were very rude to them. And they decided that they wanted to sell you. They're going to go to them and obviously sell you. And now anytime that you're by the water, you're going to get taken. Only bad thing is you're not coming back because you've been sold, which means they own you forever, which means you're now a slave forever. This is where the whole doing the opposite thing might help you. Might. I mentioned before, if you do the opposite thing, it's going to make them think you're stupid and you can't do your job right and they might let you go, but they can also kill you. Part 10. I think we're almost done with this series, but let's talk about one more thing. Mermaids can take away your voice. Yes. Where do y'all think Disney get their ideas from? I told y'all before and I'm going to tell y'all again. Any magical, mythical stories y'all see for kids came from somewhere. Back to the mermaids. If you were abducted and they decided to send you back and not let you be able to speak, they can do that. You will try to scream, but nothing will come out. But also, sometimes they will tell you not to speak first for a certain amount of time. And they will tell you if you do decide that you wanted to speak, they will come for you. That's another reason why when some people come from under there, they don't speak. Some people don't speak for a year, 6 months, 2 years, it doesn't matter. I personally feel like if they feel like you're gonna snitch too much, then they take away your voice, but that's just my personal opinion. Anyways, part 11, I guess?